The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is a masterpiece of storytelling and world-building. Playing as Geralt, you're immersed in a dark, beautiful fantasy world teeming with rich lore, compelling characters, and meaningful choices. The combat feels satisfying, and the side quests often rival main stories in other games. Visually impressive and packed with content, it's easy to lose hours exploring every corner. From monster hunting to moral dilemmas, every moment feels handcrafted. It's a triumph of immersive design and one of the finest RPGs ever experienced. The Flame in the Flood Complete Edition is a beautifully haunting survival adventure with a soulful charm. Its hand-drawn art style and atmospheric folk soundtrack create an immersive journey down a procedurally generated river. The gameplay balances exploration, crafting, and survival in a way that feels both tense and rewarding. Managing hunger, health, and the elements keeps you on your toes, while the emotional story of Scout and her dog ESHOP adds heart. It's a hidden gem that quietly draws you in and doesn't let go. Desvelado is a mesmerizing journey through dreamlike landscapes, blending platforming and puzzle solving with a hauntingly beautiful art style. The soundtrack is emotionally rich, perfectly complementing the game's mysterious, almost poetic atmosphere. Controls are tight, and each level feels thoughtfully crafted, rewarding curiosity and exploration. There's a delicate balance between challenge and relaxation that keeps you engaged without ever feeling overwhelmed. It's clear the developers poured heart and soul into every pixel. Exophobia is a fast-paced retro FPS that oozes 90s sci-fi charm with its pixel art and eerie alien-infested corridors. The gameplay feels tight and satisfying, especially with weapon upgrades that keep the combat fresh. There's a real sense of progression as you uncover secrets and backtrack with new abilities. The soundtrack and visuals create a tense, immersive atmosphere that keeps you on edge. Fans of Doom-style shooters will feel right at home. It's a nostalgic blast with enough modern touches to keep things feeling exciting and fresh throughout. Frog Detective: The Entire Mystery is a charming, quirky collection that bundles all three delightfully odd cases into one package. The humor is lighthearted and genuinely funny, with lovable characters and silly dialogue that never takes itself too seriously. Each mystery is simple but engaging, making it perfect for a relaxed evening of cozy gaming. The art style is whimsically minimalistic, adding to its offbeat appeal. It's a short, sweet adventure that doesn't overstay its welcome and leaves you smiling long after the final case is closed. Shovel Knight Dig is the next addition in the Shovel Knight series, with a new story, gorgeous high-color pixel visuals, and an immersive world. Players must navigate an ever-changing abyss of mystery, meeting new friends and opponents and discovering strange worlds. The game's revolutionary speed shovel mechanics allow players to dig through enormous swaths of ground. Players can gain power and wealth, acquiring permanent goods and improvements to their shoveling gear. The game preserves the series' famous plot, comedy, and recognizable characters.
Free them. Free me.
Sinner's Sacrifice for Redemption is an action-packed role-playing game that sends players on a journey through a decaying realm in order to defeat increasingly powerful demonic opponents. The game is inspired by traditional boss battlers and modern skill-based action RPG, but also adding gothic anime graphics and terrifying horror storylines. Adam, the protagonist, is a lone warrior afflicted by a muddled mind and a forgotten history. As his country, the Kingdom of Cavanice, languishes in sacrilege, he is pulled to this fascinating location by secrets and danger.
And you will pay for your crimes!
Dorfs Hammers for Hire is an arcade co-op adventure that follows a gang of dwarven weapon crafters and armorsmiths as they travel a lively world to deliver vital weapons to soldiers in need. The game includes a co-op campaign in which players team up with up to 3 teammates to navigate 5 distinct zones with 30 stages. The The Arcade Classic mode adds 10 levels for a more informal experience, allowing players to test out different strategies and playstyles. In the Versus Battle mode, players compete in a 2 versus 2 format over 5 diverse arenas. Tinkertown is a lovely sandbox adventure that combines crafting, exploration, and light RPG elements to create a soothing, pixel-perfect experience. Whether you're creating your perfect village, exploring dungeons, or gathering resources, everything feels gratifying and enjoyable. The pixel graphic style is vibrant and appealing, while the music provides a warm atmosphere. It's especially fun at co-ops, where collaboration brings the world to life. There's a lot of promise here, and despite its simplicity, Tinkertown provides a healthy and creative retreat for fans of casual adventures. Deep Beyond is an exciting underwater adventure game in which players must learn the secrets of an explorer named Lily. The game has fully voiced characters, fascinating riddles, and a faithful friend named Chester. Each character adds richness to the plot by offering insights and camaraderie. The game also has brilliant colors and detailed visuals, creating an immersive experience. The game is full with obstacles that need ingenuity and critical thinking. The game is a must-play for everyone who wants to explore the depths of the ocean and unearth Lily's previous mysteries. Blade Assault is a 2D action roguelite platformer set in a barren sci-fi landscape. Players join a rebel unit operating from the Undercity to battle Esperanza's corrupt military. The game has beautiful pixel imagery, excellent controls, and a delightful cast of characters. Players can obtain and personalize transformable weapons using cores and transform upgrades that arrive at random throughout gameplay. The gameplay is fast-paced, with players employing a variety of skills to avoid opponent assaults, unleash strong missiles, and cut through enemy swarms. As you awaken in a terrifying cavern surrounded by bizarre creatures, a mystery dark journey begins. A notebook labeled CLeM calls you, and you uncover a letter reading Bring Me Beauty. The game has a distinct visual style, 2D graphics, 3D environmental navigation, a range of difficult puzzles, and a captivating plot with surprising dark twists. Make amazing gadgets to reveal hidden mysteries and explore a mysterious yet beautiful universe. In this terrible story, you'll encounter deception, pride, forgiveness, and redemption.
But we are not finished yet.
Beholgar is a 2D Metroidvania game in which players must travel dungeons, woods, and fortresses to defeat monsters and solve mysteries. Players may employ spells and physical prowess to improve their characters, unlock extra powers with enchanted rings, and face off against ferocious creatures. Intense boss encounters test players' abilities, and they may personalize their playstyle with a variety of weapon and armor combinations. Beholgar tells a complex, engaging tale with different characters, hand-drawn artwork, and extra side missions.
Hysteria.
Ikai is a psychological horror game inspired by Japanese folklore, with a helpless main character who is unable to fight terrible entities. The game lets users witness terror via the perspective of Japanese ghosts, demons, and yokais. Players must explore a feudal Shinto shrine, create protective seals over weird noises and happenings, and solve riddles to avoid fleeing. The game also urges players to remain silent and not disturb the evil, or to flee if feasible.
Well, that's a lot of combinations!
Phantom Breaker Omnia is an upgrade to the original anime fighter, Phantom Breaker Extra. Players can choose between 3 combat styles, Quick, Hard, and Omnia, which influence their speed, power, and mechanics. The battle mechanism has been refined and adjusted, and the game's text is available in a variety of languages. The soundtrack has been revamped and remixed, and instructional and training modes are available to help players prepare for battle. The Journey mode allows users to witness each character's journey via their eyes.
Get out a fighting game sale card!
Begin on a mission to discover the truth. Dynamic fights, the use of combo and hack and slash mechanisms adds excitement and complexity to the action, necessitating skilled mastery. Bladed Fury has a distinct story and graphical style, offering players an immersive action game with compelling Chinese traditional art and beautifully constructed sound design. Trial Mode, the unlockable challenge mode, will put your combat and survival skills to the ultimate test. Make sure you have perfected your combination abilities to near perfection. The game concentrates upon the interaction of light and shadow, which is a major motif in the story. Players must travel a world torn between light and darkness while seeking to restore equilibrium. The artwork uses stark black and white graphics to create a feeling of depth and atmosphere. The game's puzzles are ingeniously integrated into the concept, forcing players to manipulate light sources, create shadows, and move between realms. The dynamic movement between 2D and 3D viewpoints complicates the riddles. Drive is a driving video game based on 1970s and 1980s action films. It provides easy, straightforward gameplay in which players select a car and location before embarking on an exciting road journey. However, exercise caution to prevent colliding with other things. Drive is notable for its gorgeous, stylish visuals, entertaining picture feature, 8 breathtaking settings, over 90 various automobiles, and unique coolness additions for each car. The game's driving mechanics are both pleasant and addicting, keeping players entertained for hours. Conarium is an adventure game about 4 scientists who explore the frontiers of nature. Frank Gilman, the protagonist, awakens at an abandoned Antarctic facility called Up-You-Out, plagued by weird memories and glimpses of faraway realms. As they investigate further, they realize that they died but returned changed, plagued by strange memories and glimpses of faraway realms. The game has a complex and frightening story, gorgeous visuals, various endings, and a hauntingly ambient music. The game provides an exciting journey around the Antarctic station and scary visuals while avoiding grotesque entities. Thronebreaker is a single-player role-playing game set in the universe of The Witcher, ruled by Meve, a vindictive queen. The game continues her quest to defend her realm from a Nilfgaardian invasion, which threatens the world's future. The game has an entirely new epic story, thought-provoking objectives, and a wide cast of characters. Players can explore new and intriguing areas, save towns, and collect precious resources. They may also personalize their combat camp, gather resources, and empower their allies. The game also includes epic battles in which players must gather an army of characters. Shane, a trainee engineer, goes on an exciting voyage to the floating city of Gideon, where he meets difficulties and must choose whether to become a proficient engineer or be exiled for good. Along with fellow trainee Ren, he forms an unexpected friendship that challenges his views and assumptions. The game involves repairing and creating flying contraptions, traversing obstacles, and discovering the stories of previous trial participants. Players may soar over the sky on homemade flying devices, immersing themselves in breathtaking scenery and uncovering the mysteries of Gideon's people. Ghoulboy is an action RPG game that blends the genre with hack-and-slash gameplay. It has 2D action, courageous protagonists, gloomy environments, and terrifying demonic enemies. The game's pixel style is masterfully mixed with nostalgic vintage aspects, providing a delightful experience for Switch players. Players control a heroic figure who expertly throws a spear to build new platforms. The game combines puzzles and combat aspects, with gold-gathering possibilities to improve health and increase weaponry. Ghoulboy captures the flavor of famous vintage platformers and hard bosses. Jack Axe is a vibrant, chaotic platformer that brilliantly blends Norse and Filipino mythology into a pixelated playground of axe-throwing mayhem. The controls feel tight and responsive, and the axe mechanic is both clever and satisfying, doubling as a weapon and a movement tool. Its colorful art style and upbeat soundtrack bring real charm, while the level design offers a fair challenge without being frustrating. Whether you're playing solo or jumping in with friends, Jackaxe delivers a joyful, action-packed experience that's full of personality and polish. Everdream Valley allows you to escape the rush and bustle of modern life and immerse yourself in the tranquility of a bygone period. Revitalize the farm with love and care, planting a broad range of fruits and vegetables and caring for a menagerie of animals. Create a wildlife refuge and harness the power of companion animals, such as dogs and cats. Enjoy the magical side of the valley with engaging mini-games that each provide unique prizes. Camping, building a treehouse, fishing, and photographing memories are all options.
It spawned.
Chernobylite is a science fiction survival horror role-playing game set in the Chernobyl exclusion zone. The game includes violent combat with opposing military units, scavengers, deformed animals, and radioactive environments. The Chernobylite Complete Edition includes the whole base game as well as all free content updates, which include new story missions, locations, weaponry, and game modes. Players may create and personalize their home base, manage their troops, and survive in the exclusion zone despite limited supplies. The city is under siege by creatures from the upside-down world, and the Potion Master is the only one who can vanquish them. Players must traverse adversaries and bosses in their realm and the upside-down realm using Fae, a fairy, and potions. The game has a story mode that spans 5 worlds, as well as boss rush mode and challenge mode, with your decisions deciding the result. Over 30 distinct foes, 7 fierce boss encounters, and mysterious characters await players. In Bit Dungeon Plus, demons have trapped you and your pal in a gloomy cell. Your job is to save your pal and defeat the monsters. The tasks become more difficult as you get stronger. Customize your character with devastating passive powers based on your playstyle. Death entails losing everything and beginning over, evoking the romanticism of old arcade games. The game has a huge generative dungeon design, randomly generated objects, a 4-player couch co-op mode, massive bosses, fascinating unlockables, and various endings to discover.
All are searching for something.
Strange Horticulture is a captivating blend of mystery, botany, and the occult that had me hooked from the first leaf I examined. The gameplay is wonderfully tactile, with each plant presenting a small puzzle wrapped in a lush, eerie atmosphere. Piecing together clues and identifying flora felt genuinely rewarding, and the narrative slowly unfolds in unexpected ways. Its quiet, moody tone makes it perfect for relaxed sessions, while still keeping your mind engaged. A refreshingly unique experience that feels both meditative and deeply intriguing from start to finish.
The local witches' coven has died under mysterious...
Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome!
In the face.